Hello friends, it's Jude, the project lady. It's time for art class. Hello friends, welcome to art class. Let's start out with, I'm kneeling on the floor. You could sit on the floor, kneel on the floor, you could sit in a chair, you could do this standing up, however you want. Let's start out like we usually do, on the knees, feel the beat, on your knees, feel the beat, on your knees. Feel the beat on your shoulders, feel the beat on your shoulders. Feel the beat on your belly, feel the beat on your belly. Let's do the elbows and alternate them back and forth. Feel the beat on your elbows, feel the beat on your elbows. Let's do the sides and do it a different way. Feel the beat on your sides, Feel the beat on your sides. That was interesting. And in the hands. Feel the beat in your hands, Feel the beat in your hands. Great. Let's warm up those hands. Let's warm up those wrists. You can shake them out. Warm up those fingers and warm up your imagination. You're going to need that imagination today, especially for today's activity. Great. The name of the story this week is Walk the Dog by Bob Barner. I love this opening page with the paw prints, all the different animals, all the different dogs rather, with their names. Walk the dog. Walk the dog, walk the dog. Walk, walk. This book is all about dogs getting exercise, but it also goes through the alphabet. The first dog is Airedale, starts with an A. Bulldog starts with a B. Chihuahua starts with a C. Walk the dog, run, run. The Dachshund starts with the D. Eskimo dog with an E. And Fox Terrier with an F. I love the way those red letters look in that blue background. Walk the dog, sniff, sniff. The German Shepherd starts with a G. The Hound Dog starts with an H. And the Irish Wolfhound starts with an I. They're sniffing the flowers, they're sniffing each other. That's how dogs get to know things, by sniffing. They sniff people. They sniff everything. Walk. They sniff the air. Walk the dog, lick, lick. There's a Jack Russell Terrier, starts with a J. The Commodore starts with a K. And the little Lhasa Apso starts with an L. Walk the dog, jump, jump. Here's a little mutt, starts with an M. I used to have a mutt that was black and white, kind of like that. A Newfoundland, starts with an N. And an old English sheepdog, starts with an O. And they're jumping over the flower garden. It's better than digging in the flower garden. Walk the dog, growl, growl. A little pug, starts with a P. The Q, Queensland Heeler. And the Rottweiler. I love these eyebrows. Look at those little eyebrows. Something about those amuse me. Walk the dog, dig, dig. The Saluki starts with an S. The Toy Poodle starts with a T. And the Ulm Dog starts with a U. Walk the dog, chase, chase. V for Wiesla. W for the whippet. And this dog, I had to look this up. It's a Mexican dog, an Aztec dog, and that word starts with an X. It's pronounced Xoloitzcuintli. Xoloitzcuintli. Walk the dog, scratch, scratch. We're up to Y with a Yorkshire Terrier. And Z with a Zurg Pinscher. It's a German breed. I had to look that one up too. And here they all are. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. Look at all the words of bark. All different colors, sizes, all over the page. All the dogs together. Barking in the dog park, it looks like. I bet that would be quite noisy, but wonderful if you like dogs, which I do. And they're all getting their exercise. Running, sniffing, digging, jumping. And that's the story of Walk the Dog. I hope you enjoyed that story about Walk the Dog. I love dogs. I love all kinds of dogs. I don't have a dog right now, but I've had dogs before, and I really love dogs. I like all kinds of animals, but especially dogs. And I really love how they all have their own personality. Here's a poem that was written by a boy many years ago when he was in the 12th grade, Mark Patterson. He's probably all grown up now. And he wrote this poem about a dog. My dog, a small firecracker with a short fuse, set off constantly by the mailman, the paper boy, lightning bugs, neighbors, and anyone or anything new, full of jump and love. The live-in beggar at our dinner table, moving, leaping, growling bundle of fun on a first-name basis with the trees, off like a rocket, around all at once, a puppy still at 7 years. I love that. So, you probably guessed today's activity is all about dogs, and it's about exercising the dog. The book was about Walk the Dog and all the different things that dogs like to do, and walking the dog is part of what dogs need. A lot of exercise. A lot of different breeds of dogs need more exercise than other breeds of dogs, but they all need their exercise. So many, many years ago, when I was a public school teacher, I learned about a book called The Dog Exercising Machine by a man named Edward de Bono. And he traveled all around to different schools all over, and he had children invent machines or contraptions or inventions to exercise dogs. And he collected these drawings into this wonderful book by that title, The Dog Exercising Machine. And kids came up with the most amazing things, all the different ways they could think of to exercise a dog. Do you want to put some kind of treat in front of the dog to make the dog run or walk towards it to get that treat and get its exercise? Do you need to put it on some kind of a treadmill where the dog runs and gets exercise? Could it be some kind of robot or some kind of machine that you invent? So today's activity is all about inventing. You're going to be the inventor, and you're going to invent and draw a picture of some kind of contraption, machine, invention to exercise a dog. Think about all the things that could happen with a machine that you invent. There could be gears and buttons and levers and all different ways, treadmills, wheels like little hamsters run on. I'm going to show you some examples from other children, and but I want you to use that imagination, and we're going to be drawing with whatever you want, pencil, marker, crayon, pen, anything you want to do a dog exercising machine. So let me show you more about that. For this activity, you're going to be coming up with an invention of your own, a way to exercise a dog. I started drawing with my pencil I'm drawing some kind of machine that will exercise the dog. You can think of anything that you can come up with as a way to give your dog some exercise, like in the story, Walk the Dog. I'm drawing a wheel with spokes coming around. I'm using my pencil. And then I've got a section over on the side where some of the gears and buttons are going to go. There's some buttons. Those adjust the speed. And I'm adding different components to my invention. Then I can take markers and color in some of the details. I'm coloring in the buttons. It's up to you if you want to use just pencil, or you can use just marker, or marker and pencil together. I also have used some pen in some of it, and you could do a combination or any one of those things. Just think about ways that a dog might get exercise. It's an invention of your very own. And then I labeled some of the parts, and that's a fun thing to do. Here are some kids' examples from the past of different dog exercising machines. They came up with all different kinds of things, little treadmills. You can draw the dog into the picture or not, it's up to you. Levers and coils and buttons and gears. And these drawings are from all different ages of children that I taught a long time ago. And we did this project every year. So there's all different ways. Think about dogs and how they might get exercise, and just use your imagination and your drawing materials and see if you can come up with something that would be your own. I had a little help this week from my great-nephew, William. He lives out in Utah. He's 8, and he likes to draw. He likes to invent things, so I thought he might enjoy this week's activity. So he did a dog exercising machine invention, and he did there's some pictures and some video about his invention. So here he is.
So this is my dog exercise machine. It has 3 conveyor belts, a very little one. There's that one right there for the dog, and there's another one up here. This one is for not only just dogs, but you can have a little reptile up there. There's something small that can fit on it. There's a little control panel, speed dial. I just drew a little person. There's a little battery thing there. There's the solar panel to get the power to run it. And just in case if you're inside or something, you have this little thing panel you can put batteries into it. And this is which way the conveyor belt will spin. There's a little bone attached back there, just in case if you want it to go backwards. I don't know why, but it could help maybe. And then there's a little on and off dial. There's a little music box or beatbox speaker or whatever you want to call it there, because what if you want to listen to music? Well, it's got that. And then I had to draw a little sun, and there's a stairway to get up here. And that's my dog exercise machine.
So there's a little movement game, could be like a dance movement type game, that would go really well with this activity. It's about making machines, but using our bodies to make machines. And you can do it by yourself, but it's also really fun to do with other people. And this is how you do it. You move a certain part of your body, however you want, in some kind of repetitive, that means over and over again, repetitive type motion. And it could be something that could be seen as part of a machine. Your body is going to become the machine. And if other people join you, you join together to become one big machine that's operating together. So for example, I might have my hands go like this over and over, open and shut. And I might want to make a little sound that goes with that. That's the sound that I decided made that goes with that motion. And then I might have another part of my body doing a different kind of motion or sound. See if I can pat my head at the same time that I do this with a different sound for that. You get the idea. Maybe your elbow goes up and down. And if you have friends joining you, other people in your family or friends that you are able to play with, they could join on to you. So let's say you had this thing going and somebody came and they just touched your shoulder and they had a motion that attached and made another part of the machine until you have a whole bunch of people all joining in, making some kind of machine together where all the different motions are going and the different sounds are going. It's really a lot of fun making your body and do machines. Well, that's all for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed the story and the poem and the machine making with our bodies and the activity, the dog exercising machine. I wish I could see what you come up with. I know you're going to come up with something really great. And I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.